In the heart of 19th century England, in a village called Alwalton, part of Cambridgeshire, an inspiring story was unfolding. It was the life of Henry Frederick Royce. Born in 1863, Henry was the youngest of 5 siblings, the son of James and Mary Royce. They owned a flour mill, an honest attempt but insufficient to sustain the family. Poverty, a constant in their lives, forced the Royce family to move to London. The city offered a promise of a better life. However, adversity soon knocked on the door. At just 9 years old, Henry lost his father. A devastating loss that imposed even more financial difficulties on the family. To help at home, Henry had to work. He had no choice. His early jobs were humble, selling newspapers and delivering mail. Although they seemed simple occupations, they helped shape Henry's character. By the age of 15, his formal education was limited to just 1 year. But that didn't stop his thirst for learning. With the financial assistance of a benevolent aunt, he secured an apprenticeship position at the Great Northern Railway. There, he didn't just learn about trains. He found time to self-educate, studying algebra, French, and even electrical engineering. Unfortunately, the financial help from his aunt didn't last forever. Henry had to leave his apprenticeship and find another occupation. Despite the adversities, young Henry displayed resilience. He found work in Leeds and shortly after in an electrical company in London. But it was in Liverpool that his talent truly shone. In 1882, he became the chief electrical engineer of the city's first electric street system. With an innovative mind and always thinking ahead, at the age of 21, he co-founded F.H. Royce & Company with Ernest Claremont. They started small, with electrical repairs, but quickly expanded their horizons, manufacturing dynamos and cranes. The 20th century was dawning, and with it came a revolution: cars. Henry saw immense potential in these motorized vehicles. In 1902, he acquired his own car and, being an engineer by nature, began to modify it. By 1904, his talent led him to build 3 cars of his own. And it was through one of them, and the connection with Henry Edmunds, an investor in his company, that he was introduced to Charles Rolls. Charles, coming from nobility and also fascinated by cars and engineering, founded his own automobile company, C.S. Rolls and Company. When Rolls tested Royce's car, he recognized the genius in its engineering. Although initially hesitant due to the car having only 2 cylinders, he was deeply impressed. This was the catalyst for a historic meeting in Manchester in May 1904, which culminated in the creation of the Rolls-Royce brand. From there, success was resounding. In 1906, Rolls-Royce introduced the Silver Ghost model. It was quickly acclaimed as the best car in the world. The company didn't stop there. During World War I, it expanded its operations to aircraft engines, influenced by Charles's passion for aviation. In the field of aviation, Charles had his own achievements. He flew balloons, won awards, and pioneered many aspects of aviation. But it was in the luxury car market that Rolls-Royce truly solidified its legacy. In 1921, they entered the American market, and in the 1930s, they acquired Bentley, a symbol of British royalty. Today, the Rolls-Royce brand is synonymous with luxury. In Brasilia, for example, the president parades in a Rolls-Royce Wraith. There's a legend that tells the story that the legendary Rolls-Royce is a gift from Queen Elizabeth II, but according to CNN's website, the widely spread tale is nothing more than a rumor. The true story is that the car, which has belonged to the Brazilian government since the 1950s, was brought to Brazil by order of the then-President Getúlio Vargas. The Chamber of Deputies shared an interesting fact: the value of the Rolls-Royce in question could buy 7 Jaguars at that time. And in today's values, a Jaguar is priced at around $60,000. Gustavo Correa da Veiga Filho, a renowned businessman and responsible for importing British cars, emphasizes that he keeps the invoices for this special Rolls-Royce. In contrast, Alzira Vargas, the daughter of President Getulio, always maintained that the luxurious car was a gift from close friends to her father. Research by Lira Neto, a respected historian and biographer of Getulio, adds more details. He states that 2 models of the car were requested, a closed one and a convertible. But it didn't stop there. The specifications for the vehicles included items like reinforced steel plates on the bumpers and masts for official flags. And thus, over the years, this iconic black Rolls-Royce has become the official vehicle for presidential ceremonies. Rolls-Royce, which has 2 of the 3 most expensive luxury cars in the world, according to the Motor One website, states that some of the more recent models, like the Sweptail, have reached prices of around 65 million reais. Another model, the Rolls-Royce Boattail, is estimated at an impressive 142 million reais, although custom car values are not confirmed by the company. The incredible journey of Rolls-Royce, from the humble beginning of a young man with a dream to a globally recognized brand, serves as a reminder of the human capacity to overcome adversities. While many may argue that spending so much on a car is excessive, one cannot deny the influence and impact of this brand in the automotive world. And all of this began with the vision of a poor boy from Alwalton.